Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, it's been a while. Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. Let's just get right to it. My wife and I, we've been talking about moving for a little while. We feel like we're a little bit cramped in this location. We're living in a townhouse right now, so we wanted to have more room. Number one, obviously, for the Nintendo room and for everything else going on in our lives and coaching supplies and all that kind of stuff. But before we have a family, before we start having kids in the next few years, it would make wise sense, I think, to move and to get a house that's a little bit bigger with more space that we can expand and grow into. But what does that mean? That does mean a bigger Nintendo room. So what is coming? Within the next few months, while we start to move, we're going to get the possession of the house, I think at the end of July. So what that means for this room is I need to start emptying out this room so we can show this house that we live in right now and that we can sell it. After we sell the house, I will move some of the collection back, but possibly not all of it. This might be the very last time this entire collection is in the Nintendo room, I guess 2.0. This is my second Nintendo room. The first one was my parents' basement. Hilarious. The second one is here in our townhouse, and the third one will be in our own home. I'm really excited about it. So what can I tell you about the new Nintendo room? Well, the room's bigger already right now, but the goal is to have expanded space because there is more room in that basement to expand into. Kind of in the furnace room, there's a really, I think it's like 30 feet by 15 feet, basically is the main Nintendo room, so that's pretty big. And then the next expansion will hopefully come this summer if we can afford it. If not this summer, then next summer we're going to expand into the furnace space, and that should gain another, I think, 15 feet by 11 feet of space for the Nintendo room. There's also going to be a bathroom, so I'm going to somehow Nintendo up a bathroom and maybe get like a Mario bath mat or stuff like that. Or, yeah, we'll see, basically. I want to make the Nintendo room bathroom really look spectacular. The plan is maybe to have a bar, so I might be building a bar over the next few months to put in the new Nintendo room. And I really want to have more than just one table set up. So this Pokeball table I do want to maintain. It has the stools with it. But I'm hoping to have a bigger table, almost like a board game table. I do have some board games in my collection that are way down there. They're kind of hard to see beside the Nintendo table, the NES coffee table. So we do want to have a board game. My wife and I are actually on the verge of 50 or so board games. I want to have a board game / a handheld table that you can play games at, and I'm also going to have the Pokeball table. That table, the games table, will double as a poker table because I do play poker with some of my guy friends and girlfriends when they come over from time to time. But really, we're all about board games, playing video games, just having fun together, and just having fun with different games with our friends, which is really cool. So the next Nintendo room is going to have all of this and then more. For now, this sectional couch is going to come with us. There's actually one more piece to the sectional couch that is not in this room right now. I'm not sure if it'll make the move with us to the new location. It's another one of these corner pieces, basically. This couch is old. I mean, some of the springs don't work very well anymore, but it's still really comfy. It's even nice to sleep on, but it's gargantuan. It's huge. So I think this one's going to be the one in the new Nintendo room, or the Nintendo room 3.0, but I'll also maybe be using stadium seating. I'm looking into getting into that, or at least another couch. So we might have two couches in the Nintendo room, and hopefully two tables. We'll see if all of that works with the space, but this is going to be a big room, and I'm hoping for a bar. So what's going to go with the bar? Well, I'm going to have a Nintendo fridge, of course. I still already have this giant Nintendo fridge. This is technically a beer fridge, but I've never really used it for that, but you can put a keg in it, which is pretty neat. Maybe at some point I'll do that. I've always been wary of doing that in the Nintendo room because I have all my collectibles around here, and if it spills or the foam or anything like that, or I have an issue, then I'm going to have some problems. So my idea is that the Nintendo wall of consoles needs to be expanded. Right now I have the Wii U set kind of over there behind the Pokeball table with all the Amiibo collection as well. So it's right down over here. But then we also have Nintendo Switch, which is kind of off to the side. So I clearly need a few more shelves. I would love to have a full-size shelf for the Wii U, just like I have this here for the Wii. I may also need a shelf for GameCube as I get more of the GameCubes. I've kind of been refraining from getting them because I have nowhere to put them, but if I have another shelf for the GameCubes. So one more shelf for the GameCubes, one shelf for the Wii U that's as tall as this one over here, and then probably a Nintendo Switch shelf. So I need at least 11 full-height shelves, I think, just for systems, and I will have room for that in the new Nintendo room. And then beyond that, I also want to get into the color TV. I don't have a Virtual Boy yet. I do have a lot of the handheld systems, but not all of them quite yet, but we're getting there. So as my handheld collection slowly starts to build up, as I finish off the home console collection, because I'm missing like 12 more of those, then I'll need more shelving for that too. In terms of this wall, this wall of systems and this wall of display, I guess, for my N64 all the way on the left and the Mario wall. 5 TVs, and then my GameCube and Wii display case with some Wii U stuff as well. That's going to come for sure. I'm still going to have, I hope, a Zelda wall. The plan is still to have a Mario wall, and I do want to have the 5 TVs. My goal would actually be get to 6 or 7 TVs. I'm going to have to expand the electrical capacity. I think it's already expanded. 100 amps should be enough. I just have some room to put in more outlets, basically, inside of the new Nintendo room. So that means hopefully maybe 7 TVs. I may... Oh, this is blasphemous, but I may actually set up a Sega Genesis. I grew up on Sega Genesis. I've had it for years. I have like 50 box Genesis games that I've either collected or kept from my childhood. I'd love to have one of those set up, kind of maybe hidden away under the stairs or something like that. And that way we're always set up for a Mario-thon and we're always set up for a Zelda-thon. The last things that I guess I'll talk about is I hope to make more furniture at some point, because I do have an NES coffee table, I have a Wii remote table, of course the Pokeball table, and then over there I do have an N64 and a GameCube side table. So some of the other things I'm missing is a Switch or a Wii U. I might make those into my TVs, kind of around the TV as like a bezel around it, making it look like a Wii U controller or a Switch controller. Maybe something like that to get every home console somewhere in this Nintendo room. So really, nothing's going to go. It's only going to be expanded. I'm going to have more room for Amiibo as they grow and they expand, more room for consoles, more room for games, which I didn't even talk about. So my game collection is slowly growing as well, as is my World of Nintendo collection, which it grows and grows and grows. So I really felt like this space was getting cluttered. It felt a little bit cramped. I'm almost done my Nintendo Power magazines. Those fit. But really, I needed more space, and we need more space as a growing family before we have children, so that we're prepared when that event does come. There will hopefully be one last event in this Nintendo room, and I will start posting videos again. I haven't for a while, I know, but I've been insanely busy and barely sleeping and getting this place ready to move and changing my kitchen floor and all that kind of stuff that goes with moving, along with coaching and work and everything else on the go. So I will start posting videos more regularly again. The last event we're going to do in this house is hopefully another gaming marathon. We'll see. The goal for that is maybe sometime in July or sometime in... We'll see, yeah, July or maybe August, but August would be in the new Nintendo room. So hopefully in July we get one more gaming-related event in. I'm not positive it'll be a Mario-thon or a Zelda-thon, but something like that along those lines. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have any questions for me, maybe I'll do a Question Lithium episode coming up. Even though I am expanding and I'm also emptying out this room, I'll definitely make time to answer your questions and to post more often for videos, especially once this house gets listed. We'll be a lot less stressed at that point. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to ask me a question below. Just put Q Lithium in the question, and then I will search for it. So literally hashtag Q Lithium, as in Question Lithium, and maybe I'll do a Question Lithium episode sometime soon. Have a great day, everyone. Go collect them all. Keep smiling while gaming. And just enjoy yourselves, enjoy gaming, and I hope you're going to have a wonderful spring and a wonderful summer. Thanks for watching.